And welcome back to Weston the Historian. So one of my last videos, I talked about how I had just published or republished Ash Wednesday by T.S. Eliot. It is one of his long poems, and it is about his conversion to Anglo-Catholicism, which is his kind of weird offshoot of Anglicanism. But anyway, so I republished that, and I've been working on republishing some other things, and it's been really fun and really exciting finding resources online, doing this research to figure out and compile the poems of books that are gone. So one that I found really interesting was a Lume Spento by Ezra Pound. So this is one of the few books that I know of by Ezra Pound that is basically impossible to find in print. I found a Lume Spento in other early poems, but I did not find a Lume Spento as a standalone poetry collection. And part of that is because the original version only printed 150 copies, if I recall correctly. He printed it in Venice because when he tried to publish it in the States, they just weren't interested. It was his debut poetry collection, and he was unknown, which is crazy to think about, Ezra Pound being unknown. But he was unknown at the time, and yeah, so then he wrote this poetry collection, Lume Spento, and it's great. It's a great poetry collection. I really appreciate it, and it was a shame because it was like basically impossible to find just a Lume Spento. But if you can't tell, I republished it, and it was the task of doing it was a little difficult because I had to rely on online versions, and the only online version was a Lume Spento and other early poems, and I am not really sure if it's like in the actual original order of poems. It doesn't necessarily take away, but me personally, I would prefer for it to be in the exact same order as the original publication. From what I understand, it's supposed to be. So I republished a Lume Spento. Exciting stuff. Exciting for me. And as far as I know, this is the first time it's been in print as a standalone book in a very long time. Because as far as I'm aware, the original printed 150 copies, and then he never printed it after that. And all these other versions were just relying on whatever super rare copies still existed. I remember hearing that of the 150 that were printed, around 33 are still around of the original prints of a Lume Spento. And as I already said, he didn't print it again, which I find weird because it's a great poetry collection, and I really love it, and I hope you love it, and I hope you check out my new edition. The link to that will be in the description of this video. And I hope you enjoy that. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you check that out, and goodbye.